iconic town. If I listen to that year now, it's a traffic song in winter. The grey hum of the skyway arced over 8 broad lanes. The metal rattle of the freight lift in my building. I lived in a converted nurse's dormitory. Pocked cinder blocks, mattress on the floor. Green floors and walls, the air itself washed through with faint, sweet green of convalescence. Whole families lived in some of the rooms. Taught pierces of Chinese or Korean through the walls. I'd found work in scholarly text and reference in the basement of a college bookstore. We had a dying customer, George, who always asked for me. His mother would wheel him behind the counter, and I'd bend down close to take his order. Mathematics, linguistics, Russian novels. 2 or 3 words could write on each breath, but barely formed, almost inaudible. It took all my concentration to hear him. When he'd leave, my throat would be tense from trying to grasp and shape each phantom word, from trying to speak for him. The shallow wind of his voice would tremble through me all day, medicinal, floral. Nothing to go home to, I'd walk that ice-bound city into dark, the threadbare shadows of my small griefs wrapped tight around me, and would lose myself in the ghosted streets until the cold pressed through and drove me inside. In the library, the homeless slept upright, at long tables gripping their open books. I'd sit there listening to the slow scuff of my own heart, the useless letter it kept rewriting. In my pocket, a scrap of paper, pressed into my palm weeks before by a deaf customer whose fierce signs I couldn't read. An intricate glyph, a treble clef in barbed wire. The buried title of every book he needed. Debra Allbery.